And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. I thought I'd have an open show today for everybody. $5, $10 people. We're going to have a good time. Now, let me tell you something. It took me forever for these videos to load. The censorship was going nutso on, even on like this platform. For my little advertising video to load it, it took about 5 minutes. How long does it normally take? 30 seconds. Let's see. TikTok. It took about 15 minutes for that video to load. They were calling in everybody. Hey, listen to this. You know, so hopefully nothing happens to this show today while we're watching it, like they turn it off or whatever. Man, do I got a deep dive for you. Hoo-wee. You know, Facebook Libra, the government took it over. They didn't shut it down. Well, they shut it down because they took it over. Oh, man. Yep. And guess what? There's a country in the Middle East that used it and probably a bunch of other ones as well. But I got the evidence. Today. I know one country, Iraq, and it's probably every country in the world. But I have the evidence for at least one. I haven't looked for all the other countries, but I can tell you right now that all the developers and that shit like that came from that Facebook Libra DM, they've already incorporated that into the CBDC in Iraq's digital currency system and the stock market. Oh, you're going to love it. We're going to have a good time today. Deep dive, Crypto Hulk style, old school. Everybody's involved in this one. It's going to be some fun. First 5 people to show: Robert B., Ben, Mark, Chris Sharpie, and then Mr. whoever is Maldonado. 1 a.m. show in the UK. Robert's in the UK. He's staying up late. It's going to fuck up his biorhythm. It's a live show. This took me about 3 hours to put together. I didn't think I was going to do this show tonight. I was going to do the show for the morning. But since Robert's staying up, then I'll do the show, and that's for show. Wasn't able to cold plunge today. Almost had a vehicle accident in the snow. My car just like spun. It snowed in Reno today. I was like, fuck. And I was going slow, like 10 miles an hour. I think I took the turn a little bit too fast, and the car did a spin. I was like, fuck. And then at one point, we're going down this hill. Fuck. I had to go 2 miles an hour, maybe 3 miles an hour down this hill, because if I would have ever hit the brakes, fuck, I would have just slid and smashed. It was just fucked up today. But yeah, I'm here. But the question you need to ask, where's that Stephen Morris guy? Stephen Morris, I have a question. Stephen Morris needs to ask, but did you die? Question mark. That's what he needed to do. So besides the rookie numbers, Stephen Morris should write, but did you die? Question mark. There you go. And the answer is no. Then he's like, all right. Did you? Rookie drive. Fuck. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Unless it's drugs and cocaine. I don't know anything about finances or financial investing. Don't listen to any kind of financial investing I give you. I'm so high: heroin, cocaine, peyote, LSD, opium, everything. I snort it, eat it, inject it, keister it, whatever it is. I'm high 24/7. Don't listen to one single thing I say. It's the worst thing you'll ever do in your life. All right. Someone's like, yo, Sharpie. His name is Sharp. All right. Don't listen. He's high. All right. So I started to look into Iraq. I saw some Iraqi news. It was talking about the Iraqi central bank, and then I did a little deep dive. And I wanted to look some stuff up and see what is the progress of Iraq? What's going on? So Iraq's crypto fintech, now we're getting into the deep dive. All the jokes and all the bullshit's over. We got a good deep dive here. You're going to see something that is so fucking amazing. Iraq's crypto fintech. See, we all know Facebook was like started by the government and shit, okay, to spy on everybody. Like, I think everybody's heard that conspiracy, and it's true. And Facebook made a crypto, and the government took that and used it. We're going to see today. They used it in Iraq, and they probably made it every other country as well. Maybe not. There might have been a certain reason why Iraq was chosen. But then again, maybe every single country's government is using the Facebook Libra. I don't know, but I know that Iraq is. So let's continue. Iraq's crypto ecosystem is characterized by cautious government oversight. Growing fintech adoption is driven by mobile payments and digital banking. The Central Bank of Iraq plays a central role balancing anti-money laundering and stuff like that. Cryptocurrency remains in a legal gray area in Iraq. Personal use is not criminalized, and just like the United States, and regulatory frameworks are evolving, just like the United States. You have a company like QI Card. That's big. We're going to learn about QI Card and Zain Cash, ZAIN Cash. They're leading in the crypto payments, okay? We're going to focus on QI Card and who's really behind QI Card. Facebook Libra. Just spoiler alert. Forget what I said. Facebook Libra. Blockchain applications are limited but integrated into broader digital reforms like XRP Ripple, such as supply chain tracking and e-government services. Like Amazon Web Service. This analysis draws from official Central Bank of Iraq announcements and Crypto Hulk deep dives, news reports, and industry listings. Let's look here. Iraq's ecosystem. You have the key or whatever it's called, QI Card. Listen to this one. It's an international smart card. What the fuck's a smart card? The founder is Baha Abdul Hussein. He previously led Iraqi payment innovation. He's getting help from a company called K2. Government connections, like the United States Treasury is involved in this. Excuse me. I don't know who keeps saying that. Are you hearing something? Zain Cash, they're telecom experts from Kuwaiti telecom giant. So Kuwait's involved. NeoPay Iraq. It's for MENA, for the MENA region. Oh, that must mean like Ripple with what's that called? Onafric, which used to be called MSF Africa, the Middle East, North Africa, but that's NeoPay Iraq. I'm sure it has nothing to do with Ripple. Nas ePay, it was called Nas Pay, NASS Pay. You have something called Bally, BALY. Lezu, similar to Bally, some company called Lezu, like Lezu. They got anti-money laundering and shit like that going on. Let me cherry pick this now. In December, listen to this. So in December of 2025, 8 days ago, the CBI established, the Central Bank of Iraq established the National High Committee. Oh, that's where our children, that's where our little travels lead us today. Our first destination on the Let's Get Rich Crypto Hulk bus is the National High Committee for Regulation of Digital Assets. Oh, sounds like a fun place to start off, Crypto Hulk. Oh, it is. You've got the Central Bank of Iraq mixed up in this. SWIFT. You ever heard of the SWIFT system? They have something called SWIFT MX, Mary X-ray. It just went live January. Oh, shit. SWIFT hasn't been in Iraq for like, what, 20 years now? 25 years? SWIFT is now in Iraq. Just happened, 2026. SWIFT's going to use Linnea crypto, aren't they? Consensus? Oh, yes, they are. Oh, shit, let's keep going. It's called the National High Committee. Oh, shit. I need to get a membership to that place. The National High Committee. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm going to Iraq and I'll be like, hey, man, can I join the National High Committee? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just having a moment. And that moment has passed. Back to work. It's the National High Committee for the Regulation of Virtual Assets. They focus on anti-money laundering, of course, cyber risks, and international alignments. By January 2026, like right now, frameworks are expected to clarify personal crypto use and stable coins. They're already coming out with crypto laws, everybody, in Iraq. I'm just showing you right here. By January 26th, that's right now. Just thought I'd let you know, some of you. They're going to be using something called a key card, QI and then card. That was released October 2025, like 2 months ago, right? And then SWIFT starts right now. Not a big deal. Just showing you a bunch of nothing. It's going to have biometrics along with payments. Oh, God, that's what we hate. Oh, they had plans February 2025 to come up with a stable CBDC to replace paper notes. About 1 year ago, the Central Bank of Iraq plans to replace paper notes with CBDC. Securities strategy. Oh, check out like the SEC, Security and Exchange Commission. Iraq has a plan for crypto securities, a 2026 to 2028 plan. It emphasizes digital transformation. Just thought I'd put that out there. The CBDC push would migrate from fiat. Here we go. They're going to go from having fiat to a digital dinar, potentially phasing out paper notes by 2026. All the people out there collecting Iraqi money, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like they might phase out all paper. Just saying. The stablecoin integration from MasterCard, that's a Ripple partner right there. MasterCard is. They already made a MasterCard XRP, but MasterCard's working with Iraq, it looks like right here. Let me scan this next paragraph. Okay, government, Central Bank of Iraq leads with the Virtual Asset Committee. They started something called the Virtual Asset Committee, and guess when it started? December 2025. Oh, shit. Iraq started. I'm loving this, man. I'm having a good time this show. I'm just showing you how all the poor, broke countries, what have I been telling you? Earlier today, I was talking to a $500 member, and I think he's coming along. Like he's at first, I think he wasn't quite believing everything I was saying. Because I was saying we're going to have a slave system and all that. And I think near the end of the conversation, he was kind of seeing like, you know what, Crypto Hawk, I think you're right. And then I was telling him, he's like, well, what about Iraq, Iran? And we were talking about Iran. And he's like, the Muslims are running that place. And I'm like, yeah, for how much longer? Like, I didn't know about, they're having riots right now. In case you don't know, in Iran, they're burning that motherfucker down and they're going to take over and kick out all the Muslim clerics. I didn't know this. I was telling this guy, the next thing will happen in Iran is, they're going to go to crypto. This whole world's going to go to crypto. And if the leaders of that government don't allow it, they're going to be, okay? Go look up on the TV right now what's going on with Iran. These people are so fucking pissed, they don't care anymore. They're like, if you kill us, they don't care anymore. They're going to riot the fuck out of that place. And I'm not encouraging any of that. I'm just saying that's what they're doing. They're rioting the fuck out of that place, and they're going to take that thing over. People are getting sick of being told what to do. I'm speaking about America, not Iran. In America, I'm sick of this government telling us what the fuck to do. If you're in this country illegally, get the fuck out, right? If you're these Somali people stealing money from the government, lock these motherfuckers up forever. Don't ever let them out. Alrighty, let's go back to the article. Blew off a little bit of good steam here. So yeah, in December 2025, Iraq started the so-called Virtual Assets Committee and the Iraq First Security Strategy. I want you to see something. SWIFT is kicked out of Iran and Iraq. SWIFT is now inside Iraq. I'm going to tell you what, in a month or 3, 6 at the most, you're going to have SWIFT inside of Iraq as well. And all the people that used to work there, the clerics and shit, they're going to be gone. Either you're going to play ball with this crypto or that shit's done. So let's see. Maybe the clerics get right with the crypto and they allow SWIFT and I don't know, man. But I'm just telling you what, these 5 family running the world, they already put people on notice. You get with the crypto system or... Okay, that's how shit works. There's a lot of shit going down in Iran right now. They're talking about in Iraq, now back to Iraq. You can remember we got the QI card, and then you got Zain Cash. Okay, who's a partner of this Iraq crypto is MasterCard, Visa for stable coins. So the QI card, and K2 and MasterCard, Visa. We all know that Visa's a massive Ripple partner. Visa bought Currency Cloud and Earthport in today's money for almost $2 billion. Why would Visa buy 2 Ripple companies worth a total of about $2 billion if they're not going to use XRP? Come on, man. You must be like Joe Biden. So that's what's getting set up right now in Iraq with the MasterCard, Visa, Ripple connections, and all these right there. I'm not showing you the Ripple connections with Visa, MasterCard. I did that yesterday, and I got so much work right here to do. Let's look at a comprehensive list of the partnerships of the banks and all the people involved in the QI card and K2. You've got QI card and K2, Zain Cash, CBI, Central Bank of Iraq has worked with MasterCard and Visa for stablecoin support. You got NeoPay is ranked in the top 50. CBI, Central Bank of Iraq Virtual Assets Committee, started December 2025. Oh, shit, they just started out like I told you. You've got, Central Bank in Iraq with Temenos, who's a Ripple partner. Yeah, let's look up that really quick. This one's important. Here's the article. Let me show you right here. Ripple friendly Temenos picked by Societe Generale Group to modernize the bank in the Czech Republic. So we know Ripple is a Temenos partner. And right here, you have the Central Bank of Iraq and Temenos working on what? Instant settlement for digital Iraqi digital dollar. And they're going to have, oh, listen to this. They're going to have real world assets linked to their oil and gold in Iraq. Right there. Oil and gold in a probably like a wallet. And since we're talking about wallets and Ripple and Temenos, let us look at Ripple Singapore. Ta-da! Let me copy this. They had gold and silver in a wallet, and of course they had other things than that. What I'm going to show you here, go to the 2-minute, 15-second mark. 2-minute, 15-second mark. 2-minute, 15-second mark. 2-minute, 15-second mark. And let's look right here. Ripple Singapore, gold and silver in your wallet. Everybody, this is 2013. This was like 12 years ago. Ripple has already had all this shit done. Gold, silver, commodities, this, that, fucking oil, gold, whatever it is, all in a wallet. They've had all this done. Derivatives and all that. Watch the end of this video at the 3-minute, 50-second mark. Yeah, 3-minute, 50-second mark. Look right there. 3-minute, 48-second mark. 3-minute, 48-second mark. These are all concepts. This Ripple wallet had commodities, securities, fiat, gold, silver, all done by Ripple. Ripple is a government agency. When this shit's all done, said and done, everybody's rich and shit, you'd be like, you know what, Crypto Hulk? You were right that whole time. I'll be like, duh. Of course I was. So we got CBI, Central Bank of Iraq, and Temenos, which is a Ripple partner, making real-world asset links to oil and gold. They're going to have tokenized assets, tokenized crypto. They're telling us right here. Grok is letting us know right here. You have a QI card and Money 2020. That's in the United States. Zane Cash. Now, let's look over the key card, QI card. Who is that? The key card operated by International Smart Card. Oh, is Iraq's leading fintech provider, specializing in digital payments, biometric authentication. Oh, shit. Biometric authentication, retinal scan, voice check analyzation. Oh, yeah, thumbprint. Hold on. Rectal probe. Okay, that's Crypto Hulk. All right, just have to throw a little fun in there and some vulgar language. You got to have some vulgar language. Founded in 2007 as a private-public partnership, it has evolved from the Q card by International Smart Card started for government employees. Oh, shit. Yep. Biometric cards. I want you to see where all this is going, everybody. It's all going this way. You're going to have your crypto and all this shit on here. The government's going to have total control. If they don't like you, you can't spend shit. I got to stay at home. Government puts me on a little detention program. I can't go more than a quarter mile from my house. So I can only spend money and they limit how much money I spend. Oh, it's all coming. Sooner or later, it's going to be a slave system. You'll see. It's all coming. Thank you, Ripple. Remember, all the people that hosted the Ripple Las Vegas conferences, thank them. Everybody, thank me. I've been telling you, it's all the government slave system. I've been very clear about that. I've been warning you. We're going to make this money and then get out of the crypto somehow and stock up on gold. And we'll be buying shit with silver coins and shit. The government will probably take all that shit from us. Oh, it talks about growth. There's going to be growth in 2025, 2026 includes international partnerships, everybody, global event participation, positioning Iraq. Here we go. This is Grok's words, not mine. Positioning Iraq as an emerging fintech hub. Iraq's going to be a fintech hub, everybody. Just thought I'd let you know. Now, this key card, let's see who the partners are of key card. Well, a company called K2. And we're going to look into K2 here. Oh, Ant Financial. That is a Ripple partner. Hold on. I got to show you this one. This one's a massive one. You got the Chinese involved. This is so fucking huge right here. It's actually bigger than my ego. All right. This one. Let me scroll down a little ways and find this bitch. We're getting close. Where is it at? Where is this thing? Wait, I think I got it. Yep, right there. Son of a bitch. We got it. Let me make this bigger. And here's a link. If you go to Crypto Hulk's post section, you can find this right here. I want you to see something. Now, this key card, who helped make the key card? And that's what they call Ant Financial. Let me look at my notes here. Ant International, Alibaba, okay? The Chinese are involved with the Iraqi dollar and all this tokenization. Look right here, Ripple China Timeline, 2013. On June 27th, 2013, only 12 years ago, the Ripple China Trading Center was launched. What? You never heard that on no channel except Crypto Hulk. And users can recharge your account through Alipay and TenPay. What is TenPay? 10 cent. That's a communist company. What is Alipay? That comes from Ant Financial. That's the Chinese communist payments company who helped make Iraq's dinar, crypto dinar, Ant International, also known as Ripple China. People are like, dang, Crypto Hulk. Dang, you got this thing, Crypto Hulk. You keep going. You go. I'm like, would you cut down with the slang term there, buddy? Crypto Hulk. Now, Turkey's also involved in this. And guess what? Let me see if I can find the Turkey one. I don't see it here. I think I'm not seeing it. I already showed. There's a Turkey, Ripple Turkey. Let me. Oh, here we go. I might have found it. Give me a second. Don't go away. Just go snort some cocaine. All right, I found it right there. What are you telling people to snort cocaine? Yeah, man. That's how we stay active, man. We snort cocaine. That's how everything I discover. I'm a heavy cocaine user. Copy paste right there. Now, Turkey is involved in this. Go to the 14-second mark. 14-second mark. What do we see here? Ripple Turkey. Anna, Safia, and Haku Mazda. Ripple, it says Ripple TR. That's Ripple Turkey right there. And then I showed you the Ripple China timeline with Ant Financial and TenPay. So that's that. Now let's look right here. Turkish Airlines is involved. So isn't that interesting how we got Ripple Turkey, but then the Turkish Airlines is involved with this crypto? Very interesting. Ginny is involved. Ginny is not a girl's name. Ginny is working with Global X. That's Iraqi Canada. That's the Iraqi Canada connection. You got MasterCard, Visa, Amazon Web Service, and K2 all mixed up with this Ginny Global X. Let's scroll through here. All this key card has is biometrics and all these companies. Anti-money laundering, K2 Integrity is the name. They have a co-branded MasterCard with Turkish Airlines for rewards. That's where the Turkey, Ripple, Singapore, all this card. Ripple had a card back in the day as well. All these things. They still have one with Visa, MasterCard. All these connections in here for Iraq. Oh, now we get into the United States Treasury. Oh, shit. Here we go. The U.S. Treasury, let me continue. Let me show you the exact involvement. The banks, they're mixed up trying to do Sharia services and stuff, MasterCard, Visa. They're all working with their religion so they can blend this crypto and make it Sharia compliant. They made university tuitions digitalized. So they're showing in the educational system and the payment system, they're moving over to cryptocurrency and a crypto type system. Now, the partnerships with where are we at now? With all this Q card stuff, you got K2 Integrity, Ant International, and Key is a power digital banking app. Turkish Airlines Q card, miles and smiles from spending travel rewards. What they were doing here, starting January of last year, is getting airline. They're using crypto. They're testing it on airlines and shit like that. With China, Turkey. These are all Ripple partners that they have. And they're utilizing crypto for housing, tuitions, and shit like that, getting it into the educational systems and these things. Oh, I'm discovering all this shit. It's a blast. We're having a great time. Cross-border payments with MasterCard, Visa, Amazon Web Service. Oh, yeah. And they're getting the crypto through Asia Cell, like telecom integrated payments through the phones and shit like that. They're getting it all hooked up. I'm showing you all right here. They're having a MasterCard card issuance. Some people are probably going to use the card instead of a phone. But they're going to be using the biometrics. So you can go to a store, do the selfies and palm prints and shit like that. The Iraqi Post and QI card. Post offices, there we go. All the government post offices and shit are getting hooked up so they can accept crypto. We're seeing it all right here. Airlines, all kinds of shit right here. They're doing it all. And they started 2025, 2024. April 2024 was the post office, the Iraqi post office and shit for crypto acceptance and integration. Oh, yeah. Now, let's look up the National High Committee. This is my favorite part. The National High Committee. Oh, I'm going to see if I can become a board member of that. The National High Committee for the Regulation of Virtual Assets is a newly established body in Iraq, formed in December 2025. Oh, shit. I'm showing you right here, everybody. They're getting it all hooked up as fast as they can. It looks like it to me. They're working on this. They're not telling nobody. That's where I come in. I got a big fucking mouth, so I can tell everybody what Iraq's doing. I really think the more advanced countries, they're already done. We're just kind of, Iran's over there killing each other and shit. We got to wait till that's over, clean up the mess, and hook them all up with crypto. That's probably how it's going to be. They're just going to have a total collapse of the government. It's going to be like a fuck fest, and then we're going to have to come in and hook them up. And yeah, hooking them up on a crypto system would probably be faster because we don't need to lay the phone lines and shit. It's all satellite and stuff. So they'll be hooked up and booked up just like that. All righty then. The FATFA, FATF is involved in this, and Ripple's a partner of that. FATFA, Financial Action Task Force. You know what? I'm not going to look that one up. Just Ripple's a partner of them, okay? Let's move on because I got to keep going with this thing. As of January 2026, like right now, the committee has held its inaugural meetings reviewing global models and planning a risk-based flexible network. Let's look at this national committee, who's involved. This guy, the Central Bank of Iraq, of course, is involved. Let me scroll through this. Ministry of Finance. The World Bank's involved. The World Bank also called Ripple a stable coin. Let's look that one up real quick. Here's this article right here. Copy and paste. The World Bank kind of mentioned Ripple as a stable coin. Ripple's XRP gains stablecoin status from the World Bank. There you go. There's that article for you. And they're also working here with Iraq. The International Monetary Fund, of course, is mixed in, helping Iraq form a crypto platform. FATFA, again. The Iraq Securities Commission is involved in this. Its regulated stock exchange, Digital Transformation Strategy, 2026, starting right now to 28. The Iraqi Stock Exchange, they're the financial supervisory bodies, the advisors, they're looking at regulated stock exchanges in Iraq to have a, quote, digital transformation strategy 2026, and it's supposed to be done 2028. It mentions here again, oh shit, here we go. This National High Committee, they call it, aligns with Central Bank of Iraq, Central Bank Digital Currency Plans. They were announced February of 2025. That's a year ago. And the digital dinar integration with Temenos, who's a Ripple partner. I just showed you that. Ripple Temenos. The digital Iraqi dinar integrating with Temenos, which is a Ripple partner, for instant settlement payments. The Iraq Stock Exchange is positioned as regional center 2026 to 2028. Everybody, they're hooking it all up. Digital currencies, stock exchanges, colleges, airlines, and shit. I'm showing you all the evidence right here. It's moving along, not as quickly as we want, but at least I'm showing you what the fuck's going on over there. The Iraqi global regulatory shift follows EU, European Union, MICA, and it aligns with the Financial Action Task Force, which is a global body, which is a Ripple partner. Let us keep going here. They have something called the Iraq First Strategy. It's a 2025 to 2030. It's kind of like Saudi Arabia. The UAE has this 2030 kind of thing. I sure hope it doesn't take that long. This in Iraq has a national development plan, 2024 to 2028. For what? Digital transformation. Endorsed by the International Monetary Fund. Oh, they're all in on it. They know. They know exactly when all the shit's going to happen. Well, they're trying to have it happen. Well, look what we got here. Central Bank of Iraq. They have a state bank, and they're integrating with Swift MX live 2026. Oh, my God. And again, digital banks are being licensed under the 2024 regulations, partnership with Temenos for settlement. So they're getting all the banks hooked up. This is pretty massive. We haven't even got to the Facebook yet. How much time do I got? Son of a bitch. 20 minutes. Okay, loads of time. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a new job with $20,000 sign-on bonus. Congratulations. You're lucky. Where should I invest? I love XRP and others and have some dividend stocks of gold. Just get on the $500 Crypto Hulk and we'll work it all out. So if you look at my channel right here, if you have Facebook, if you have YouTube loaded on your phone, you should see a dollar sign right there, a money symbol. If you don't, go to your phone, load YouTube, make a username, password, then you'll see that dollar sign, put $500 in there. We're talking and you're getting hooked up. All right. Let me continue. This is massive. International. Global X. What is Global X? How is Ginny Trade X, the Gine, Ginny-Trade X? What is all this with Global X, Digital Zone, and Ginny Trade X? They form an interconnected fintech digital trade ecosystem centered on Iraq and the UAE. So the United Arab Emirates have this ecosystem of crypto, all these companies, everybody, that we just talked about right there. We were talking about them. They're all together with this key card, the QI card. As of January 26, this network focuses on what? Cross-border trade, digital payments, e-commerce, and Iraq's digital transformation. Oh, shit. Now, you know the United Arab Emirates are massive Ripple partners, okay? If you haven't known that, now you know. Global X is a United Arab Emirates-based holding company specializing in business-to-business e-commerce payments. Ginny Trade X represents the integration of Ginny, an Iraqi trade automation platform, with TradeX, which is United Arab Emirates. So they're working together. The United Arab Emirates is working with them. Because, see, look, Ripple makes partners with the UAE, and then the UAE goes and hooks up Iraq. That's how the shit works. Ripple's not going to go walk right into Iraq and do all this shit, okay? They're going through it's like the cousins, you know? They're kind of related with the same religion and their people's histories. I'm not a history teacher or a what do you call it, sociologist. So I'm going to step back into my lane. Digital Zone, they're a part of this. We kind of talked about them already. I'm just scanning, finding connections and stuff in here. Again, with this Ginny trade, you got MasterCard, Visa, Amazon, K2. They're all mixed up in this stuff. They're Ripple technology. All the stuff's Ripple, everybody, that I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing any other cryptos yet. But I know they're probably in here. I'm not saying there's not. I can't name them because I don't see them. But they're going to need the chain links and shit, and they're going to need to tokenize and all these things. So it's not just Ripple. There's probably 15 cryptos that are going to get all this shit done. But a lot of them just can't walk up to Iraq and say, hey, let me help you out there, buddy. Scroll through. Digital zone. I think I kind of... Again, the Q card, the Capital Bank Group in Iraq has ties to Temenos, which is a Ripple partner. MasterCard and Visa are linked to TradeX payments. Asia Cell is mixed up in here again for telecom payments, telephone payments. Ishacom, and you know the Ant Financial's all up in that shit. Digital Zone QI card. Let's see. Asia Cell. Ginny TradeX. Okay, TradeX support. Overview of the Iraqi's digital dinar CBDC program. Announced 2025 February that they want to replace paper notes. February 2025, the governor of Iraq stated they want to replace physical paper notes, reduce cash dependency, and embrace financial inclusion for the 53% of the Iraqi population that doesn't have bank accounts. They want instant settlements. There has been a confirmed, like a launch date of January 2026. That is right now, everybody. They're trying to launch this project. I don't know when they're going to have all these CBDCs out, but they're launching it right now. So maybe they start off with 1,000 people. I have no idea. Now, what is Temenos? I was looking into this. What is Temenos? It's a Swiss banking software provider that plays a role in Iraq. The Swiss. Now I'm going to have to kind of be careful, but what happens in Davos every year, Davos, Switzerland? That's where the richest people in the world go to make global policies, isn't it? In Switzerland. Where's Ethereum out of? Switzerland. What's so famous about Switzerland? The banking system is, it's all secret. The Swiss run the world. I'm just letting you know. That's why ain't nothing going to happen in any country unless the Swiss are there. This is where, Temenos has a historical partnership with Ripple for real-time payments via RippleNet or the XRP ledger. And Deloitte, they're mixed up with Deloitte as well. Deloitte's an accounting firm, very, very, the most popular one in the world. Ripple's their partner, so is Temenos. They're talking about the Iraqi dinar could leverage, it is, this is Grok though, but we already know, you and me, it could leverage Ripple technology. Oh, it will. Ripple's all up in this thing. Why the fuck would it not be? Anyhow, Grok is so fucked. Let's look through here. The Iraq Stock Exchange, the ISX, as a leading regional financial hub. I'm going to tell you what, if you get your hands on that Iraqi money, I think maybe if you got the cash, they'll allow you to turn it in. That Iraqi money, what I tell you, that shit, after seeing this, Iraq is going to be a hub. What does that mean? The Iraqi cash, if you guys get your hand on that dinar, that is going to go sky high, just like me right now. Let me drink some more cocaine water mixed with methamphetamine. Hold on. Okay, I'm flying high as a kite right now. Actually, like a space shuttle. So we're talking about the Iraq Stock Exchange as a leading regional financial hub through what? Digital transformation, tokenized assets, deeper liquidity, foreign investment attraction. Like, I'm telling you, man, if these countries like Iraq and Iran, if they allow foreigners to come in and invest, they're going to be so fucking rich. The people there, I'm telling you, folks. Let's look into this. Iraq Central Bank, World Bank's involved, Temenos, Ripple connection with the Zincash. Iraq Securities Commission is involved, like we know. Okay, I'm trying to get to the Facebook shit here. Let me just speed this up. I don't want to miss shit. Okay. Oh, what is K2 Integrity? K2 Integrity Company. It was formerly called this, K2 Intelligence. I'm telling you, this is all the government, man. They're doing this shit. There's a company called K2 Integrity, and they're helping make all this happen. It used to be called K2 Intelligence. Three-letter agency. K2 Intelligence is a global risk advisory firm. They specialize in what? Financial crimes investigations. Oh, do they? Anti-money laundering, counter-terrorist financing, sanctions advisory. They tell who to punish who. They were founded in 2009, right at about the time the financial collapse in the United States, and they rebranded in 2020. They got all up into crypto. Everybody. They have offices in, oh, look, Washington, D.C. What a coincidence. K2 provides advisory on blockchain forensics. It's like a Chainalysis. But it's really the government. There's blockchain forensics, stablecoin compliance, the Genius Act implications, DeFi risk, FATFA. Oh, they work with OFAC, the Office of Foreign Asset Control. You know what that is? It's an office on the Treasury, deals with money. And now remember, this shit was done in the past. So this K2 Intelligence, oops, that's the old name. K2 Intelligence is working with OFAC. They're a branch of the Treasury that goes into foreign countries and seizes assets. Oh, shit, this is getting good. Crypto Hulk, keep it going. Hold on, let me slam some heroin. Okay, I'm doing good now. K2, now who's a partner of K2 and who made it? Who's running K2? Who are the employees of K2 Intelligence? And tell us all the players, Crypto Hulk. Well, let's see here. Jules B. Kroll. That's his person's name. Jules B. period Kroll. Chairman, pioneer of investigations industry. Oh, now we got the CEO of the company. His name is Aaron Kazker, whatever his name is, October 25. He's an ex-PayPal and Venmo advisor. PayPal and Venmo, it's Elon Musk, Ripple, and all that shit, okay, Visa. Oh, they got former regulators working for them. The Treasury regulators, the United States Treasury regulators are working with K2 Integrity. The guy's name is Juan Zaret, ex-Treasury. Oh, a guy named Chip Ponce, ex-FinCEN employee. You know what FinCEN is? It's the Treasury Police of the United States. The Treasury Police of the United States. This other guy who was a ex-Treasury something or other, they're working at K2 Intelligence, which is all tied into this Iraqi QI card and all this payment shit with Ripple. Oh, man, this gets deep. Oh, shit. The Financial Integrity Network, who's working with K2, you happen to have, oh, look, U.S. Treasury employees working there. Now, that's interesting. Why is U.S. Treasury employees working to help make the Iraqi dollar? I have no idea, Crypto Hulk. It doesn't matter to me. It's not a story, Crypto Hulk. That's not a story. Now, what's really interesting is you have a company called Blue Voyant, BLUE, capital V, VOYANT, all one word. They're out of Tel Aviv, Israel. You don't want to say that too loud because the Muslims and the Jews, they're not on the best of terms, if you know what I mean, right? So you got a Tel Aviv Jewish team helping make the Iraqi money. Just don't tell nobody. Don't tell the Iraqis this. They're going to fucking flip out. They're going to say, that's not halal. But yeah, you got, and then you got Ripple. Oh, shit. Now you know why you have the little Jewish team in there? Let's take a little look here, Crypto Hulk Show. Give me a second. You're going to love this one. Now's a good time to take a few hits on the crack pipe while I'm looking this one up. And we got right here. Okay, smoke time's over. Stop smoking. But damn, Crypto Hulk, I was only able to, Stephen Morris was only able to hit it 20 times in that 1 second. Gene Rainbow, right on. Thank you very much for that tax-free donation. That's what's up. Look right here. Now, I made a little video. I make a lot of those. Go to the 2-second mark. Go to the 2-second mark. You're going to love this one. Why is there a Tel Aviv Jewish fintech team helping K2, who's helping the Iraqi government make their money? Because what are we looking at here, Crypto Hulk? Wait a second. It says Ripple Israel. Israel's first Ripple gateway. The next generation of digital currency is now available in Israel. This is 2013, 12 years ago. The next generation of digital currencies is available in Israel. Ripple Israel is the first Ripple gateway established in Israel. Talks about Israeli shekels, bitcoins to the Ripple network. They're talking about cryptocurrency. Israel's been a Ripple partner for 12 years. Now they're hooking up Iraq. Just thought I'd put that out there. Of course, that's not a big deal, right? But Crypto Hawk's the only show that has that Jewish connection. Got to be careful because of censorship. Up solo. Wait, okay, I already got that one. Somebody says, okay, never mind. Yeah, let's keep that one kind of with the Roth, and I can't say child. Good thing somebody erased that one. That's how you get in some trouble with that. It's going to start getting real hot in her if we start talking about the R family. So we got to keep that on the DL. So I thought those connections were really interesting with Israel. Let's look here. That's enough for that. Oh, I'd be a real dick if I said, let's talk about the rest of this tomorrow with Facebook. Everyone's like, fuck you, Crypto Hulk. No, I'm going to go right to I'm done with this shit. Let's go to the Facebook. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to the Facebook. I'm not going to show you all the partners at K2. It's fucking amazing. I'm sorry. Let's go to the Facebook. I'm running out of time. Overview of DMNet. Okay, hold on. No, I got to, hold on a sec. So we're going to look at K2 and see all their partners at K2. One of their partners, I got to show you the transition. So you have working for K2, who's helping facilitate all this Iraqi dinar and Treasury, United States Treasury. All these companies are working together. All these ex-Treasury people and all that stuff in the United States. Part of the team at K2 is something called the DIEM networks, DIEM networks. Now, you had a company called Facebook. They changed the name to Meta. Facebook had a crypto. It was called Libra. And then the government, okay, I'll just tell you, the government wasn't really liking it, and they got all afraid and butthurt. So Facebook changed it from Libra to Diem. And then the government, it looked like, shut it all down anyway and made Facebook with all the Libra stuff, just sell it all off. And then a bank called Silvergate bought all the stuff and kind of made it go bye-bye. Okay. Let's find out what really happened to Facebook Libra. because it was used by K2, and it is used by K2. What does DM Network bring? K2 integrity plus DM Network's blockchain payments. It provides financial crime compliance framework, anti-money laundering for stable coins and blockchain. This was in 2021. Now, in 2021, who's working at the Treasury but CryptoHawk? That would be Rosie Rios, who's now working for Ripple. What? See what we got going on here? Ripple ain't a company, everybody. And for all these fucking dummies going to this Ripple Las Vegas, these people are so fucking stupid. Ripple's the government. I'm showing you right here, all this fucking shit right here. So you got K2 working with Diem. That's Facebook back in 2021. And the Treasury police, they're all mixed up in all this. That's Rosie Rios. She was the treasurer of the United States of America. And then she goes to work for Ripple while it's being sued by Gary Gensler. Like, this whole thing is just fucking comedy. Now let's look. Diem Networks, also referred to as Diem USA, was a wholly owned subsidiary of the Diem Association, formerly the Libra Association. It was a what? A blockchain-based stable coin. Oh, stable coin? Iraq stable coin? Mm-hmm. And a digital currency project originally proposed by Facebook. Now it's called Meta. It was in 2019. Basically, it was a global digital currency. The project aimed to create a global digital currency, but faced significant regulatory scrutiny. Then they relocated from Switzerland. They went from Switzerland to the United States with this. That's when I think the United States took this project called Facebook's Libra. The Swiss owned it, but the project moved from Switzerland to the United States. All the assets and shit that belonged to this, they sold to Silvergate Bank for $200 million. And that was the end of the Facebook money thing. And everybody thought Facebook disappeared. Oh, no, 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 no. It went to all that tech, went to K2 to build the Iraqi Dinari CBDC and all their crypto, along with Ripple's technology and all this stuff. Facebook didn't disappear. The government took it. Here's the evidence right here. I'm going to copy that right here. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to... Well, yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. I can't really. But that's what happened. You can verify all this. Now, who founded, listen to this, listen to this. Who founded Diem? Facebook's money? Let's take a look. Oh, regulatory experts from the United States Treasury, founders. So we're going to look at who founded Diem, okay? Because the government shut it down. Or did they? It sure looked like it, right? Did the government really shut it down? But if they did, who are the founders of the Diem Facebook Association? Regulatory experts from the United States Treasury, FinCEN, which is the Treasury Police, a guy named Stuart Levy, an ex-United States Treasury under the Secretary. Yes, all these people help make Facebook Diem. They're all government treasury people, right? This is like, have you ever heard this? No, you haven't. Has any other channel talked about this? No, they haven't. This is fucking amazing shit that Crypto Hulk comes up with. I just thought I'd let you know, just in case you were interested. Whatever happened. Oh, the guy who an ex-PayPal, his name is David Marcus. He's ex-PayPal. He was leading this program as well. PayPal, Elon Musk, shit like, of course, there's no connections at all there with Elon Musk and none of that stuff, of course. No, just wild speculation and a whole lot of drug use, okay? I think I think that's the end of the show. And that's for show. Let me check some comments. How interesting it was where, let me wrap it up. We talked about a lot of shit over the past hour and 5 minutes. What we just found out was that Facebook DM was started by United States Treasury executives and FinCEN and all. It was started by the United States government, okay? And PayPal. I'm sure Elon Musk was there doing all kinds of hand signals and stuff while he was there. All this Facebook DM stuff, they used Facebook to create all this stuff. Then the United States government took it, because they started it. They took it, and then they shut it down, supposedly. And then K2 is using this technology because they're partners with the DM Foundation, and they go over to Iraq and help them hook up their cryptocurrency system with Ripple and these other partners and integrate into the travel business, the colleges, the Iraqi stock exchange, payments of all kinds in Iraq. And that's your show for today. Not a big deal, huh? Very interesting. Mark says, thanks, Hulk. Amazing information. Timbo's like, great show, Hulk. Monarch International's like, when in doubt, zoom out. Appreciate the insight and explain their MOI. Crypto Hulk, you have some white powder on your face. Oh, shit. I told you, fucking Zoltar and Chucky over there, we can't do drugs before the show. Man, I mean, we can't waste time before the show. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we can't waste time before the show anymore. Appreciate the insight and explain. Okay, that looks like it's a wrap. I don't see any pressing questions. I don't know everything about this. I can only show you what I know. I can speculate a little bit, but that's pretty fucking amazing what we just learned right there. I was like, phooey, this is going to be a show. And you know how I came upon all that? I just kind of heard something on a news flash somewhere about the Iraqi bank is working on something. That was just like, you know what? Let me study the Iraqi bank and see what I could find for all of you guys. And it just started coming to me. That's how it is. I didn't set out to find this. I just was exploring what was going on with the central bank in Iraq, and let me find something cool. And then all this shit just started popping up. So pretty fucking awesome. All right. I'm going to go snort some Coke. No, just kidding. Oh, I am. No, I'm not. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm going to try to make an AM show. Right now it's 6:00 p.m. I'm going to try to make an AM show, and I'll see how far I get. Tomorrow's Friday, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.